Okay, yeah. Let me hurry up and do this. So, because Enoch is, like I'm saying, still the same implementation, bro. Implantation, I'm sorry, but still the same thing because they giving you these thoughts, not the inner workings, the higher. These are the higher beings, and they trying to say Enoch is one of these higher beings. This is what the system is saying now. This is what the system saying. Enoch is a higher. No, this is in their pantheon or whatever they want to call it, and their Enoch and God and all of that. They stuff make no sense, bro. Our stuff made sense. Still, the ancient cultures, like, it was built off of what's the word I'm looking for? It's built off like nothing else but cause and effect. Like, come on, man. You can't create nothing else out if you doing one thing. You do this one thing, it's gonna lead to this reaction. Like, people play all day with this shit all day, and then when something happen, they act like it's a miracle or like it being negative. Because people thrive on that entertainment shit because that's not their thoughts. They ain't getting it. Like, why you thriving on the entertainment of negativity? They ain't getting why they doing that shit. It's not them. It's deep. Literally DNA deep, like psychosis deep. But I want to keep reading this with the people, with y'all. This is the book of Enoch, chapter 3, Fallen Angels. And it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied, in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, the children of the heaven, and the angels, the children of the heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. Why he's saying that the angels are saying, let's go choose wives from among the children of men, because men was like, they just in this context they put men above angels. Enoch, this nigga, is an angel. This is what the men look like, though. What? What? And the angels wanted these men's children. Still, Enoch is in the lineage of Adam. He's like great great grandfather or some shit like that. Y'all go look it up or something. That's crazy. And Samjaza, who was their leader, said unto them, I fear ye would not indeed agree to do this deed. This is not a deed, bro. And I alone shall have to pay the penalty of a great sin. Like see this with like Jesus, you paying for somebody, like that don't even make sense. It's so selfish of you to think that you can do that. And they all answered him and said, let us all swear an oath. Ain't this what I keep stressing to y'all? These these paper binding, but to them, but to the system is binding you, but to a person like who, man, you know this ain't what it. Hey, that's why the people who break the oath have to pay with their lives and trust and believe that it's gonna be somebody in the order who's gonna unalive them because they have to follow suit. This is an order based, like they're trying to mock nature, man, and the way it builds and breaks down and builds again and makes better and different and opposing and allied and all of that. Like these type of men have no control. You know they have no control because they try to show you they so controlled. It's an act. No flavor. No flavor because it's not genuine. Let us all swear an oath and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations not to abandon this plan, but to do this thing. Then swear they all together and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And they were in all 200. What that mean? And they were in all 200 who descended in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. I was right about the scarecrow wanting brains. The brains. He said he felt like he lacked intelligence. Told you, inoculation is like the God complex. Like it's somebody who you got. Somebody has to tell you before you know about God. I think you would have a better interpretation of the world and your place in the world and what you want to be in the world to grow in the world. Like you don't need no beliefs to carry on, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy because they engineering everything from that's how I can even read about this. Like, yes, we should record it and know about it, but to the point of engineering it just because through the processes you become weaker, not us. The colored beings don't become weaker. They it's like it's where they belong and they can transform through the layers of reality at certain times and periods, seasons, acting against one's judgment, acrasia, the state in which an individual intentionally look, which an individual intentionally performs an action while simultaneously believing that a different course of action would be better, sometimes translated as weakness of will. Come on now. So then, boom, guess what you gonna do? You gonna find a way to put this in with the people because you this figure right in the world as everybody else, but your influence and everything just carries on. You're gonna in this system right now. I bet you science. See, this is why I was gonna read the science denialism part. I should have been read it, but this is what make it good, and you can just prolong it because nobody's reading nothing for purpose and perspective, and to gain the perception on why people doing this to you, because you can't be great. Like you saying people hating on you, they kind of really are, because it's all competition, but it's team oriented. The team trumping everybody. Whoever got the stupid team, but the different individualities would help the team thrive though. Or incontinence, Acracia, of course. Lack of self control, powerlessness, without power, rule. Because remember, I was mentioning the all seeing eye and the things that influence the all seeing eye, which is the light, the your light is really shining through your eyes. That's what we call in focus. In Plato's Protagoras dialogue, Socrates asks precisely how it is possible that if one judges action A to be the best course of action, why one would do anything other than A? Wow. Wow. Damn, what I just say? Individuality. Because people are seeing it different because they are different. The unity of knowledge and virtue. But the, but but overall the whole time like this is what they plan on. Like you because long time ago, like I was saying, we all had our own shit, bro. We had our own family Bibles and things like that. They thought that would have us completely lost if they just was Ari and just threw it all away and just demoralized it, just crushed it. I mean, it is doing a number on us, but it ain't working still. You still got successful families that's accomplishing what they came here to accomplish as a family, though, not individually, as a family. And them beings are growing. But I was read. Hold on. Uh, the Google. I had the AI mode going crazy. Yeah. Because what they want to say, the keys of this, what's the point? No, I ain't gonna do that. Just as y'all can see, I don't even remember shit. But me knowing political rhetoric, this is crazy. Cause this guy is definitely this energy is definitely following. I don't we like uh, but let's fill in the blanks. And these are the names of their leaders. Sam Lazaz, their leader, Arakoba, Ramil, Kokoblo, Tamlil, Ramlil, Daniel, Ezekiel, Barakijal, As- Asael, Amaros, Badarel, Ananel. They all ended in L though, y'all. Like, cause it's a transformation we doing. We're doing the L 7. L and a 7 make a square. But in nature, there aren't squares. It's all arches and and all like squigglies. It's all type of shapes in nature, but it's also the electrified. Hey, hey, the elusive, hard to catch. Because out of all of them people he named or whatever, they all got different personalities. You can't follow the same shit even if you really tried. Like it would have to be uh universally morally uh sound. We would all have to agree on it. And in some factors we ain't gonna agree because we just don't see it like that. These are their chiefs of ten. Chiefs of tens. Uh, hmm And all the others together with them took unto themselves wives, and each chose for himself one, and they began to go in unto them and defile themselves with them. This is crazy how they talking like this about like, oh man. And they thought them charms and enchantments and the cutting of roots and made them acquainted with plants. Oh, and they taught them charms and enchantments, sorry, and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants on the plantation, charms and enchantments. See, that's our women teaching them men, the children of men. See, being hard, you can't absorb no information. You got to be buoyant to absorb. You can't be hard because like your view is limited. It's like a solid object. You can't bend it. You can't put it nowhere. You can't do nothing with it for real. It's limited. So you'll get something bigger to put that object in. You a bigger bag or something. A bigger encasing is just what I'm saying. A bigger body. I see this my shit right here. The cutting of roots made them acquainted with plants, and that's when they started learning about how to poison every damn thing. Like this been going on for so long. It's a repeating pattern. I don't get how we not seeing it because we don't want to see it. It's like the designer thing, bro. I don't understand it. China had to come out and say what they said really about that shit. All our shit say made in China and shit. Like who like even if it wasn't, like these are still people doing the shit that you got the same capability to do. Fuck is I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy somebody shit who don't like me though. And then they could particularly put fabric in their shit to deteriorate my health. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how I'ma set myself up. Crazy how people set their families up. See, they got us not reaping not. They got us reaping their karma, bro. See, that's the whole trick. That's the magic part. They teach you the shit that's not beneficial to being, right? Then you applying it like it's helping your being. That's crazy. And they became pregnant and they bear great giants whose height was 3,000 ells. Y'all been seeing on the internet the white women who been saying that they only get with black men to continue their lineage. Crazy. Who consumed all the acquisitions of men, and when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against birds and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. Then the earth laid, hold on, my bad, hold on. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones, and Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth and the art of working them, and bracelets and ornaments, and the use of and what the fuck, antimony, and the beautifying of the eyelids, and all kinds of costly stones, and all coloring tinctures, metallurgy. Uh, that just made me think about the Tin Man. Metal that got you turning into metal. And there arose much godlessness, and they committed fornication, and they were led astray and became corrupt in all their ways. Samjaza taught enchantments and root cuttings. Amaros the resolving of enchantments. Barak Barikijal taught astrology. Kokabel the constellations. Ezekiel the knowledge of the clouds. Arakiel the signs of the earth. Shamzil the signs of the sun. And Surreal the course of the moon. And as men perished, they cried, and their cry went up to heaven. And then Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel looked down from heaven and saw much blood being shed upon the earth, and all lawlessness being wrought upon the earth. And they said to one another, the earth made without inhabitant cries the voice of their cryings among, up to the gates of heaven. And now to you, the holy ones of heaven, souls of men, make their suit, saying, bring our cause before the Most High. And they said to the Lord of the ages, Lord of lords, God of gods, King of kings, and the God of the ages, and God of the ages. The throne of thy glory standeth unto all the generations of the ages, and thy name holy and glorious blessed unto all the ages. Thou hast made all things, and power over all things hast thou, and all things are naked and open in thy sight, and thou seest all things, and nothing can hide itself from thee. But wasn't it Michael who got kicked out? Michael kicked the devil out or some shit, wasn't it? But the crazier thing just made me think about Greek art. Remember how the Greek art looked like the clouds, the knowledge of the clouds, right? Y'all, I ain't never read this shit before. I ain't never read Book of Enoch, none of that. I just know that they hide natural phenomena from us, though. Cause like on part two, when I was explaining about the weaving, like the sun, like the clouds would be the thread. You know why pollen like look like little clouds, nigga? It's just floating around, look like little clouds floating around. And then y'all hear, uh-oh, is it getting that time? And then y'all hear about cloud seeding, why they call it cloud seeding. Then Enoch, then Enoch keep talking about the heavens, cause the things going on in the clouds is really important, very important. Life cycle or stated in general, cumulonimbus require moisture and unstable air mass and the lifting force in order to form. Cumulonimbus typically go through three stages: the developing stage, the mature stage, where the main cloud may reach supercell status in favorable conditions, and the dissipation stage. The average thunderstorm has a 15-mile diameter and a height of 40,000 feet. That's crazy, depending on the conditions present. And then think about that too, like not having we ain't got the internet, but we seeing these massive ass storms, not knowing how long they gonna last. Well, well, actually, we could by the cut by the what it look like by the color, how dark or light it is. Darker is stronger, lighter is weaker, right? But if it's a mix, we got us a good little, you know, moist rainstorm coming or something. Tornado, tsunami, I don't know. It's just a storm, period. And the storm is a stirrer, is a stir or or a stare, because these beings being made, this mode made being made now got the potential to be better or worse, but it's still a level, a layer, still things you can learning involved. Period. What? Which one? This one? Okay. But yeah, I just be thinking sometimes. Inoculation theory has been used to combat misinformation regarding vaccine-related beliefs. Vaccinations have helped stop the spread of many infections and diseases, but their effectiveness has become a controversial topic in the Western nations. Studies show that misinformation regarding the science has played a major role in the hesitancy for vaccinations, which it should. Some of the common misconceptions include the influenza vaccine giving the flu and the link between the MMR vaccine and autism. Regardless of the many scientific studies debunking these claims, there are people that still cling to these beliefs. Yeah, like people that grew up doing with it. But yeah, like I was saying about the inoculation loop, like the 16th century and shit like that is when like you would have your figure. And let me see, cause I can show y'all damn show everything shit I'm talking about. Century art. Yeah, like yeah, like shit like that. Shit like this. Remind me of this type shit. This remind me like like I'm like what? Like, and the fact that people be like, shit, like, how he come close, like, looking like that, like, bro, technology, like, it always existed, bro. Like, technology always, art. Art is a form of tech, bro. And we don't get that today because we doing shit without purpose. We doing it. Oh man, bro, you never heard a person live and say, I want to live. But we do that type of shit now. Like we do it now because it's it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. See, crazy. The unity of knowledge and virtue. Socrates maintains that virtue is knowledge. Specifically, virtue is knowledge of what is truly good and beneficial. Beneficial. I'm gonna go with beneficial, not good. When you say good, that's biased. To know the good is necessarily to pursue it, as knowledge compels action. The natural orientation toward the good. Human beings, by their very nature, seek what they perceive to be good for themselves. No rational agent deliberately chooses what they genuinely believe to be harmful or inferior to available alternatives. The power of complete knowledge. When an individual conducts a thorough, all things considered evaluation of a situation, this assessment yields complete knowledge of each potential action's outcomes and relative worth. This knowledge is inextricable, inextric, in, inex, fuck that word, linked to well-developed principles of the good. This knowledge is inextricably. That's funny as hell. See what I'm saying? But they have to do this. They like they trying to explain. They trying to make it more simple than the explanation. This is right, but it's a damn. Oh yeah, these right here was placed in Acratiomycetes, artificial group of cellular slime molds. See, and this is what I'm saying. Like they're artificially inducing growth. The growth they inducing isn't beneficial. Like it's nothing. There's no purpose. So the only thing that thing could do is go bad, like Venom, the movie Venom. How he controlling Eddie Brock, bro. Like he got Eddie Brock eating the doing the most. But this is what I was saying too in one of my other videos. Like they got the black bowel, the melancholy. Like they saying that is what's basically like holding a trauma and what make you do evil things or negative things. I don't agree, but because it's all choice based to me. It's all choice based, but based on your makeup, bro, is are you gonna make the right choice? Do you want it that bad? You fed up with yourself like that? Like them are that's the shit that makes you wanna, nigga, that makes you propel. Like that makes you fly, not holding on to shit, but holding on to what helps you gain. Yeah, I mean, when resources, this is still on the crazy days. When resources such as water or food become limiting, the mobile will release pheromones such as acracin to aggregate the mobile cells in preparation for movement as a large pseudopod or Grex, thousands of cells. And I think I read this like in the first one. And see, these spirits that was lost, this is gonna sound so regular. The spirits that was lost though, and like when you drink, and they call it spirits, like they're looking for bodies. Like they trying to become a part of the party too. So they looking for hosts because they artists. They looking for hosts, y'all. People to put them on. Man, this is so crazy, bro, because it goes like full circle. It's just what goes around comes around. Just what goes up must come down. Y'all hearing what I'm saying though? Like these energies, like bro, we gotta trump them because we all not the same. I keep telling these energies trying to get put on, and by the things that you do, the rituals that you got, mm-mm. Some of the decisions you even making, like like you making some dumb, bizarre decisions, like sometimes, like eating ice cream at 4 in the morning, and like we're just going to do some outlandish shit because you hurt, your feelings are hurt or something. That don't be you. That be them other things. Them not your thoughts. To be believing in something like this, you have to always assume the kid position. You're not ever the parent. You're not ever saying, okay, that's enough. And now, to you, the holy ones of heaven, the souls of men make their suit, saying, bring our cause before the Most High. And they said to the, yeah, and then I read that. Yeah. But I'm going to read it again because it's hitting different right now. And they said to the Lord of the ages, Lord of lords, God of gods, King of kings, God of the ages, the throne of thy glory standeth unto all the generations of the ages, and thy name holy and glorious, and be and blessed unto all the ages. Thou hast made all things, and power over all things hast thou. Yeah. And all things are naked and open in thy sight, and thou seest all things, and nothing can hide itself from thee. Thou seest what Azazel hath done, who hath taught all unrighteousness on earth, and revealed the eternal secrets which were in heaven, which men were striving to learn. And Samazaz, to whom thou hast given authority to bear rule over his associates. Sound like abusive power, but at the same time, Azazel did a good thing, because there is no secrets you hear now. You was the secret, so now you reveal the secrets of yourself and the environment, your reality. Ain't who only God is saying that's wrong. You cannot reveal the secrets of your reality, bro. Who the fuck do you think you are? Basically, is what he's saying. What that energy is saying. Cause y'all so used to putting him and her on shit. Is really it. You a it. You it. Damn it. Alright. Okay. Okay. Still, you it. And they have gone to the daughters of men upon the earth and have slept with the women and have defiled themselves and revealed to them all kinds of sins. All kind of thoughts. Come on, let's do this. Let's do that. And she like, okay. And she like, come on, let's do this. Let's do it. Okay. So like, what type of hater? And the women have borne giants, and the whole earth has thereby been filled with blood and unrighteousness. Basically, cultures is mixing, like the microbial mat. The cultures is mixing, and these men of the political orders don't like it. Of the high priests, these high priests and all these weirdos don't like us just living and thriving. This is what a microbial mat do on a rock or on a whatever, on any flat surface, like it said. Oh yeah, come on, man. Come on, here. Types of environment colonized. Underwater microbial mats have been described as layers that live by exploiting and to some extent modifying local chemical gradients, i.e., variations in the chemical composition. Thinner, less complex biofilms live in many subaerial environments. Subaerial has been used since notably in geology and botany to describe features and events occurring or formed on or near the Earth's land surface, like a bank. Those things were called banks. Near the Earth's land surface, they are thus exposed to Earth's atmosphere. This may be contrasted with subaqueous events or features located below a water surface environment, subaerial environment, for example, on rocks, on mineral particles such as sand, a little crystal. Come on, guy. That ain't. That ain't seeming like what's going on, cause this is forever. Would you rather come back do this forever or what? Nigga, like what, nigga? If you got a chance to be better every life, nigga, you crazy. Get better, nigga. Nigga. They have to survive for long periods without liquid water, often in a dormant state, like when Neo woke up, because everybody ain't becoming conscious at the same point in time and shine. Everybody's not getting hit with the same rays of the sun that like, come on, bro. Come on now. You gotta get this how it happened. Microbial mats that live in tidal zones, such as those found in the Sippy salt marsh, is a microbial mat in the Sippy salt marsh located along the lower eastern Buzzards Bay shoreline of Cape Cod, about 5 miles north of Woods Hole and one. Often contain a large proportion of similar microorganisms that can survive for several hours without water. Microbial mats and less complex types of biofilm are found at temperatures range from negative 40 degrees Celsius to 120 plus Celsius because variations in pressure affect the temperatures at which water remains liquid. Because variations in pressure, they even appear as endosomians in animals, for example, in the hind guts of some echinoids. Is this Knuckles? Uh, Knuckles. I forgot what. Ecological and geological importance. Microbial mats use all of the types of metabolism and feeding strategy that has grew on Earth. See, when you replace evolved with grew, it makes so much sense. It just makes so much more sense. Microbial mats use all of the types of metabolism and feeding strategy that have grew on Earth. So basically, it's like what it has attained. No one being is has the will to do this all, like what I just read. And oxygenic photosynthesis, anaerobic and aerobic chemotrophy, using chemicals rather than sunshine as a source of energy. I keep saying in the different layers, it's a different process going on. So, of course, it's different species, bro. That is the math. And see, Enoch is talking about them angels. An angle is an amount of turn which is measured in degrees. That's what a angle is. The amount of turn. Remember I said L7 square box. Put us put you in a box. But nature don't put you in a box. Clearly. Puts you in a hole. Yeah. Uh, organic and inorganic respiration and fermentation. i.e., converting food into energy with and without using oxygen in the process. Autotrophy, producing fruit from inorganic compounds, and heterotrophy, producing food only from organic compounds by some combination of predation or detrit- detritivory. What the hell is that? Detritivores are heterotrophs that obtain nutrients by consuming detritus. What they call the ground. Yes. Wow. There are many kinds of invertebrates, vertebrates, and plants that eat detritus or carry out coral coprography. Coprophagy. Sorry. By doing so, all these detrivores contribute to decomposition and the nutrient cycles. Wow, you just, yeah, add to it. Most sedimentary rocks and ore deposits have grown by a reef-like build-up rather than by falling out of the water, and this buildup has been at least influenced and perhaps sometimes caused by the actions of microbes. Stromatolites, bioherms, domes or columns similar internally to stromatolites, and biostromes, distinct sheets of sediment, are among such microbe-influenced buildups. Other types of microbial mat have created wrinkled elephant skin textures in marine sediments, although it was many years before these textures were recognized as trace fossils of mats. And then what they saying, we getting from the stars and all of that trace elements. Microbial mats have increased the concentration of metal in many ore deposits, and without this, would not be feasible to mine them. Examples include iron, both sulfide and oxide ores, uranium, copper, silver, and gold deposits. Come on, man. The main elements that we doing labor for, like these like the processes of nature is producing them, but over time, beings that became so greedy and they changing through the stress of these elements, like having more of it or having less of it, or used to having it, so they doing whatever to have it, or they having it and they not remembering that they having it, and they becoming less uh like what interested in having that because they don't remember. So it they they growing weaker, just all because they don't remember. Because like in these states and all of this, that we forgetting the scientists are experimenting on all this shit, taking samples, doing all this shit, right? And they removing some elements, they removing some processes, they removing. So this is like us like trying to come back into the reality, but we can't even come back and experience our growth at hand because in the come up, this was took out. This was took out. So then you got a family lineage of having damn uh kidney disease or something. All because we got these people who don't cherish life, bro. We got these people who just moving without a cause, moving without a purpose. But the purpose that they taking this oath for has nothing to do with the growth of these beings. that they putting in these boxes and detriments, putting in these boxes like these petri dishes. They trying to culture beings like it's happening. Like y'all tweaking. That's really what religion is really trying to metaphorically translate in like all these stories and shit. Like, and they bad. Like, it's so many fans of this shit. Like this shit is really stupid. Like people loving this shit. Got libraries in their house of this shit. Like I got a library in my house of real shit. Law, health, nigga. What you mean? That's the craziest shit ever, bro. Our times is like, but if you really listening to what I'm saying, like the purpose of beings like me coming back, purpose of beings like Bro Sanchez, the purpose of beings like UBTV, purpose of beings like Steve Coakley, the purpose of beings like Bobby Hemmett, the purpose of beings like the real Merkaba, the purpose of beings like Dr. Sebi, the purpose of beings like another teacher of mine, uh Master 33 Will Rogers, the purpose of beings like Seven Bomar, because them beings like that have to connect. If we can all connect on it, like bro, we'll break this shit. You talking about code crack. Individually, we all saying we cracked the code in some perceptive way, and like in our way, but in people ways who watch too. We tapping into people who watch too. But these people wouldn't want the true rulers who wouldn't abuse their power to get back into power, because it would be like we showing them how to do this shit, when really that is really what happened. Like I'm saying, it's gonna hit full circle. You ain't gotta sit back and watch, because it's gonna come. It's coming. It's like a car coming with the high beams on it. You see it coming. It's coming, because the things that's making no sense is showcased out in front on stage, center stage. Makes no sense. It don't make no sense. It's like everybody's not entertained by this shit. This shit is getting it's been old. So then when you finally hear a nigga opinion, and I think he's stupid. It's like what? Y'all sit here and watch this nigga do this for this amount of years, and big up. It's crazy. Role in the history of life. The earliest mats. Microbial mats are among the oldest clear signs of life as microbially induced sedimentary structures. Right. Earliest mats. Those mats being small, single species biofilms of chemotrails that relied on hydrothermal vents to supply both energy and chemical food within a short time. Biological standards. By geological standard, the buildup of dead microorganisms have created an ecological niche for scavenging heterotrophs, possibly methane emitting and sulfate reducing organisms that would have formed new layers in the mats and enriched their supply of biologically useful chemicals. And now behold, seven. I'm at seven. And now behold, the souls of those who have died are crying out, making their suit to the gates of heaven. He calling a soul a suit, and their lamentations have ascended and cannot cease because of the lawless deeds which are wrought on the earth. And thou knowest all things before they come to pass, and thou seest these things, and thou dost suffer them, and thou does not say to us what we are to do to them in regard to these. Then said the Most High, the Holy and Great One spake, and sent Uriel to the son of Lamech, and said to him, Go to Noah and tell him in my name, hide thyself, and reveal to him the end that is approaching, that the whole earth will be destroyed, and the deluge is about to come upon the whole earth, and will destroy all that is on it. And now instruct him that he may escape, and his seed may be preserved for all the generations of the world. This is the energy weapon. They saying, hey dude, we about to hit the energy weapon. Go to Noah and tell him. Tell Noah, hey, since they want to be so wicked over there, tell him abort mission, bro. Too much is going there. Grab all of the animals you can, because you about to get the award of you about to get whatever fuck award they give for rescues and trying to do all that shit. Because I'm still thinking this is a political energy, bro. This is a high priest energy. This is somebody who lost their parents, but their parents was in this fight. So he got his own shit he dealing with. This is stupid. And again, the Lord said to Raphael, bind Azazel hand and foot and cast him into the darkness, and make an opening in the desert, which is in Dudael, and cast him therein, and place upon him rough and jagged rocks, and cover him with darkness, and let him abide there forever, and cover his face that he may not see light. And on the day of the great judgment he shall be cast into the fire. You see what I'm saying? This up and down roller coaster of just nonsense. But but I'm still thinking about the things that go on in the clouds though, because now, uh, and I was just thinking about what I just read. Like, did he just tell Noah to hit the energy weapon? Cause the great flood? Not cause the great flood, but you know what I mean. Cause chaos, rhetoric, because in doing that, that's when you can play on the people the most. Especially when you say it's a storm coming. It's a storm coming. You keep telling people it's a storm coming. Eventually, in the mind, the overall mind is gonna, a storm is coming, nigga. Like the other day, I'm like, somebody pray for rain, cause we ain't get none for a long, too quick 2 weeks. But yes, it's things going on in the clouds, right? But the 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 sun and the moon is using it. But the sun and the moon, the sun spelled backwards is a noose, like around your neck. It's a noose. And the moon is that weaving loom I was talking about. It's that weaving loom. So the noose falls into the loom, which is the black hole, and get suited for this ride we call in life. And you gotta have a strong will because energies like Enoch, the black, the core right here, the black sun, the the Earth got one big one. This was another one. This was another presentation I was. to see this. We don't need implanted thoughts from a fake source or artificial source. I'm gonna do a part 4. I'll be back. Don't trip.